Live. Did the Bersenio administration meet its deadline to pay teachers their overdue allowances and increments? We'll get the latest from the BNTU. Plus, Ronald Fraser joins two other murder suspects on remand after today's arraignment. Meanwhile, BSI is gearing up to export a record shipment of sugar to the UK. And are Belizeans scrambling to buy tickets for Saturday's $1 million lottery? These stories and more are coming up in 1 minute.
The Truth of God with Pastor Gino Jennings of the First Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. exclusively on Channel 5 Belize. The Truth of God with Pastor Gino Jennings every Sunday at 8 a.m. on Channel 5 Belize.
They'll name you 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Friday, December 20th. I am Sabrina Daly. Tonight, several teachers are still waiting for their overdue allowances and increments from the government of Belize, despite the Ministry of Education's promise to resolve the issue today. So, what's causing the delay, and is the government to blame? Late this evening, we spoke with Nadia Kaliz, president of the Belize National Teachers Union, BNTU. She explained that while funds have been sent to respective school managements, other issues are holding up the payments. Kaliz stated that the BNTU has given the government until December 31st to fix the problem. She also confirmed that the notice of industrial action in early January is still in effect.
I cannot tell you that they have settled it 100%. What I do know is that we met with government on Tuesday for an update, and they said that the teachers would receive their increments and allowances today. What happened is that from yesterday, some teachers were paid, and we learned that a huge group did not receive any increment or any allowances. The method the government used was to give the managements a grant, and the management had the responsibility of paying the teachers. Some of the information we received today from a large number of teachers is that they called the management asking, why is it that I wasn't paid? Like, you know, tell me why. And the managements are saying that the commission should be tasked. The teacher administrative services, they did not approve it. The teachers then took it upon themselves to call TAS. TAS is now telling them, yes, it was approved from July, from January, they can give specific dates. Call back the management, oh, we did not get the increment certificate. So there's a whole series of blame game going on right now. When I think about it, government is trying to pinpoint where the problem is. That's what I'm thinking about. With all the responses I got today from some of our teachers, they're trying to pinpoint where the problem is. If you look at it from a Pontius Pilate kind of perspective, say the money here, pay there. You deal there, you know there, you employ there, you deal it there. So
and wash their hands of the situation.
But what we're doing from our end, we're holding everybody accountable. I called Minister Fonseca and I said to him, the teachers are not happy because they have not received it. He assured us that he will touch base with the management, and so every name coming in, every information we're getting in, Sister Keisha, we're sending it forward, we're sending it forward, we're sending it forward. But it is showing that the managements don't have the proper mechanism to deal with this. They don't. And for teachers who are owed 2, 3, 4, 5 years, worse. And some of them can show you the communication, the responses from the management over the period of time, all of that. And we have been forwarding these things to the TAS, Chief Gongara, and we are getting back our responses. There is a serious issue with how teachers are being paid, and it needs to be corrected. They promised us that they're going to work on it. Well, they've started already by mapping out the process, trying to remove all the anomalies, so that by the, let me say, the 1st of September 2025, there's a better system in place.
The government, in a sense, has met its pledge. The monies have been paid out. Now you're looking at a different scenario in terms of getting the money to the teachers. What does January 2025 look like in light of what would have been any form of industrial action taken by the BNTU and its membership?
For us, that is still on. Teachers are demonstrating, or teachers will demonstrate, if the situation is not fixed. Government, management, whoever is responsible, that demonstration is connected there. They want to register their discontent. It is time and past time. Now, I cannot tell you that we will proceed. I cannot tell you that we will not proceed. Our deadline, the deadline that the membership voted on, is the 31st of December, and we cannot move the goalposts. That's the date we gave the government. They made a move from the 20th. They have until the 31st to correct this.
Tonight, a third suspect has been arrested and charged in connection with the double murder of 2 Belmopan taxi drivers who went missing at the end of November. Their bodies were later discovered in a shallow grave in the Hattieville area. 20-year-old Ronald Stedman Fraser, a laborer from Ontario Village in the Cayo district, has been remanded to prison. He joins 2 other suspects already charged with the murders of cousins Marvin Cante and Juan Raimundo. Fraser, who was arrested on Thursday, appeared in the Belize City Magistrates Court this morning, facing 2 counts of murder. Unrepresented, he stood before a senior magistrate in court number 2, where he was formally charged with the murders of 37-year-old Marvin Elisandro Cante and 32-year-old Juan Carlos Raimundo. Due to the severity of the charges, bail was denied, and Fraser was remanded to the Belize Central Prison until February 12, 2025. Fraser now joins Alexander Smith Jr., a construction worker, and Carl Lindo, an unemployed resident of Mile 15 Hattieville, Boom Road, both 21 years old. Smith Jr. and Lindo were arraigned on December 16th on the same charges and are also being held at the Belize Central Prison. The trio is scheduled to appear in court together for the first time on February 12, 2025. Today, Dr. Desmond Arzu, accused of sexually assaulting a female patient during an ultrasound in March 2023, was back in court for his trial. The 40-year-old doctor, who was charged on May 12, 2024, appeared before a senior magistrate in court number 2. However, the trial couldn't proceed because the Crown's representative, DPP Sherilyn Vidal, was absent due to another case at the High Court. The matter was adjourned to January 2, 2025. Dr. Arzu arrived at court around 10 a.m. with his attorneys Brian Neal and Arthur Saldivar. After waiting for nearly an hour, the senior magistrate postponed the trial. Attorney Saldivar objected to cross-examining the virtual complainant virtually and insisted she appear in person. This issue will be addressed when the trial resumes on January 21, 2025. Dr. Arzu, who remains out on bail, left court with family members who came to support him. The trial was moved from Dangriga to Belize City for continuation after starting in July this year. The incident allegedly occurred on March 26, 2023. The victim reported that Dr. Arzu assaulted her during an abdominal ultrasound by touching her inappropriately and making her feel horrified and shocked. She described how he inserted his fingers into her private parts and massaged her breast during the procedure. Dr. Arzu is a radiologist and has been out on bail since his arraignment on May 12, 2023. Earlier this week, there were reports of a Guatemalan gunboat running around on the reef in southern waters, leading to a tense standoff with Belizean Coast Guardsmen. However, Rear Admiral Elton Bennett, commandant of the Belize Coast Guard, quickly clarified that this wasn't the case. He stated that it wasn't a gunboat, no weapons were drawn, and once the Coast Guardsmen confirmed the vessel was in Belize waters, it left peacefully. Today, Minister of Defense and Border Security Florencio Marin Jr. reassured the public that the vessel near Ragged Key in the Ranaguana Key range was not a gunboat. Marin expressed confidence in the Coast Guard's ability to handle potentially volatile situations, both in the past and moving forward.
It wasn't a gunboat out there, it was a hydrography boat. And my thoughts on it, as I had mentioned in the speech, that our sailors, our seamen, whenever they see these threats and their incursions into our territorial waters, they go out and they meet it and they diffuse it. So those are my thoughts. And I promise you that as long as these, whenever these things would occur, our seamen and the Coast Guard will be there to diffuse the situation anytime.
How skilled are they in de-escalating? Because we know if it escalates anymore and anybody gets jumpy and triggers start pull, it will look bad. It'll be bad for Belize.
I mean, I have all the faith in our seamen now. I mean, under the able leadership of Admiral Bennett, I mean, they're professionally trained. You know, so they don't go out there like in any necessarily aggressive manner. They go out there firm. They advise them professionally. You're in Belizean waters and kindly leave. And eventually the situation is resolved. If you notice, every time we've managed to resolve it.
Coming up, excitement at BSI as record sugar shipment heads to London.
discover a shopping experience like no other at the V department store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Christmas time, a Channel 5 bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belizean life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
2024, a year of triumphs, challenges, and unforgettable moments. Join us as we take you on a journey through the stories that shaped Belize. From challenges and tragedy to heartwarming human stories, this year had it all. Don't miss our special end-of-year review, where we bring you the best of 2024. We lived the moments that made us cheer, the stories that changed our lives, and the acts of kindness that restored our faith in humanity. Join us for an unforgettable evening as we celebrate the highs, reflect on the lows, and look forward to a brighter future. Tune in to News 5 for our 2024 year in review. See you on New Year's Eve.
It's an exciting week for the team at Belize Sugar Industries. At Big Creek Port in Stan Creek District, the federal Tiber vessel is being loaded with over 39,000 tons of raw sugar. So, where's it heading? This massive shipment is bound for London, England. The supply chain manager says that if the weather cooperates, the ship should set sail next week.
It's an exciting week for the team at Belize Sugar Industries. At Big Creek Port in Stan Creek District, the federal Tiber vessel is being loaded with over 39,000 tons of raw sugar. So where's it heading? This massive shipment is bound for London, England. The supply chain manager says that if the weather cooperates, the ship is set to sail next week.
Today is a memorable moment for us. It's one of the largest vessels that has docked Belize. We're loading 39,500 metric tons. We are expecting that is to the finished loading within 6 days. We have some delays, and this is mainly because of the rain. But our loading rates are normally between 5,000 to 7,000 metric tons an hour, right? Right now, we are currently meeting the 5,000, and we're hoping that we can get better with the weekend, that we have better sunny skies.
Typically, loading a shipment of this size would take over 40 days. BSI's Communications Director, William Neal, explains that if a vessel stays docked longer than the agreed loading and unloading time, the demurrage fee is charged for each extra day. By boosting efficiency, the company saves valuable time and money.
It's really not only historic for BSI but for the country, because it shows that if we have the right port facilities, we can do much more. And in a world where competitiveness is important, when you're talking about businesses, you have to make sure that you're able to respond to your needs of your clients as they arise. So while we're moving on a regular basis the raw sugar down here, we have to make sure that we're able to compete with other larger producers globally. So the infrastructure here at the port that we invested more than $30 million Belize for proves that this was long overdue, and perhaps it's something that we need to do more in terms of port and infrastructure development.
Over the past 2 years, BSI has been phasing out the tug and barge system for transporting sugar. The main reason? High maintenance costs and the difficulty of insuring the barges.
So it made a lot of dollars and cents to actually move to this facility, because the savings drove that entire process. It's not easy when you're a business and you're doing a massive transformation to continue spending money, because the impression then is that you have a lot of money. But if you do nothing, you're going to die. So you have to make the investment. You know, some people say scared money doesn't make money. In business, you have to be bold and you have to be ahead of the curve.
The shipment showcases Belize's growing capacity for trade. Dr. Osman Martinez, Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Trade, sees it as a positive signal to the international market.
Whenever we analyze the efficiencies and the effectiveness in terms of the supply chain, and to be able to compete in the global market, in this case within the to supply sugar, is very important, because the more we are able to export, that means that more competitive we are in terms of price. And today, when you look at the global inflation, which is affecting all consumers in the world, being competitive in terms of price is very important.
The total value of the export is $45 million, which Martinez anticipates will directly impact Belize's economy by reducing the country's trade deficit.
But it is also important to note that its contribution has a multiplier effect, and it is our hope that its contribution will not just be a one-time impact, but that it will have a wider impact in terms of how the money is circulating within Belize's economy.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Belize Sugar Industries is gearing up to ship the largest quantity of raw sugar in the country's history, reflecting a successful cane season. However, the latter half of the season faced setbacks due to the changing weather conditions and the fusarium disease, which devastated many northern crops. We spoke with BSI Communications Director William Neal about when the crop season will start and how optimistic the company is for the future.
We've had discussions with stakeholders, and it was decided that the start of crop would be the 27th of December. BSI had actually proposed that we start on the 16th of December. We know that we have a lot of challenges with rain and climate change in general, but we thought because of the fusarium disease as well, that we should start as early as possible. However, it was agreed that we would start on the 27th of December, and I think that should be gazetted by now. and we should proceed with that. We don't foresee any challenges in that regard, but of course, the farmers and the farmer associations asked for that date because there were concerns about the rains, the condition of fields, but also the condition of roads. Anybody who drives on the roads in Belize know that we are having significant challenges with roads that are in horrible conditions.
Last month, the Ministry of Agriculture declared a state of emergency in the sugar industry because a fungal disease had infected up to 40,000 acres of sugar cane. This disease caused the cane to yellow and wilt, making them unfit for sugar production. With the new crop season starting in just a week, we asked Belize Sugar Industries Communications Director William Neal for an update on the search for a cure. Here's what he had to say.
This is new, so there's a lot of research still ongoing, but we know some things. One, Corozal has been more impacted than orange walk. We also know that Fusarium is not new. It was triggered perhaps by the climate change challenges, the extended droughts, the excessive rains. You know, it just created the perfect conditions for it to grow. I don't think they have identified exactly what species it is, so there are some best practices that they're testing, but I don't think enough time has passed to say how effective those are. Of course, you have to do everything that you can to make sure that you have the maximum input. And in some cases, the estimate is that production could fall as much as 30%. That's significant. That's 1/3 of your production. So it's something that we definitely have to, as an industry, focus on and try to mitigate the impact of it.
The government of Belize reports a significant decrease in sugar smuggling over the past few months. Earlier this year, many Belizeans will remember stores limiting the amount of sugar one person could buy, sparking fears of a sugar shortage. However, Belize Sugar Industries quickly debunked this, clarifying that the country had plenty of sugar and that the limits were to curb smuggling. Today, we spoke with Dr. Osman Martinez, Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Trade, for an update on the situation. Here's what he had to say.
And the government have taken the proper measurements to minimize and to eliminate that problem. But I think that question can be addressed more to Minister Abelardo Mai. He will be able to get into details. And we acknowledge that there were some issues in the past, and that problem the government of Belize has been able to mitigate and almost eliminate that problem. But in terms of details, all the measurements that are being put in place, the Minister of Agriculture will be in a better position to explain the details on the measurements that governments are putting in place.
After the break, who will win the $1 million Bolito on Saturday? But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
Celebration and spreading love, let us make sure that we keep the spirit alive by making responsible choices. Plan ahead and designate a sober driver before the celebrations.
Here are some tips to ensure a safe and joyful holiday season.
If you've been drinking, don't drive. Encourage friends and family to make responsible choices. Look out for each other. Report suspected drunk drivers to your nearest law enforcement immediately.
This holiday season, let's make memories that last a lifetime. Let's ensure that everyone arrives home safely.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Well, would you look at the time? It's time to make the switch to Digi. Check this out. You can bundle a mobile postpaid plan with a Samsung device and save up to 30% off monthly for 1 year on your plan and get $250 off on a Samsung device. That's the Samsung A05 for only $29 and the Samsung A06 for only $99. You can't beat this deal anywhere. And don't forget, when you make the switch, you get a chance to win in Digi's Full Up Your Wallet raffle, where you can win $1,000 every day until December 24th. What are you waiting for? Make the switch today and full up your wallet with Digi this Christmas.
That'll be $50. Thank you. Wait, hey, this 50 is a fake. How do you know it's a fake?
What are you talking about, sir? How can I identify a genuine note from a fake note?
Well, a genuine 50 has a watermark with the jaguar and the written words of the 50, also a thread.
Know your money and know a fake one when you see it. Do not rely on any one security feature. Look for the clarity and quality of printing. The printed lines and colors should be sharp and clear. Feel the quality of the paper and the raised print. Hold the note up to the light to see the windowed security thread. It should form one complete line when held up to the light. The watermark and denominational electrotype. The jaguar is the watermark in the $100 and $50 notes. The sleeping giant is the watermark in the $20, $10, $5, and $2 notes. The see-through feature. The parts of the design printed on the back should fit exactly within the unprinted areas of the front to form the complete design. Check the $100 note for the toucan hologram with the periwinkle flower overprint. Tilt it to see the small images of the toucan and the numeral 100. Check the $50 note for the green foil angelfish. Check even closer. Use an ultraviolet light to see the fluorescent features. Use a magnifier to see the microlettering. Tiny letters that read Central Bank of Belize and the value of the note. Stop the circulation of counterfeit Belize currency notes. Pass all counterfeits to the police at once. It is a criminal offense to hold or use a counterfeit. Be safe. Be sure. Know your money.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
May this season bring love, laughter, and cherished moments. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a new year filled with hope, joy, and new beginnings. Season's greetings from the management and staff of Atlantic Insurance.
We all know about the phasing out of single-use plastics and the enactment of pollution from the plastics regulations. One of the key components in this regulation states that for an item to be considered biodegradable, it must consist of more than 50% of bio-based content. Here, you will find out how the Department of the Environment determines what items meet the criteria and what equipment is being used to guide that process.
Since 2019, the Department of the Environment has been working with CIFAS in doing microplastics. Through this project, CVAS has donated 2 microscope Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy equipment to strengthen capacities on monitoring and enforcement to reduce marine litter and plastic pollution. The FTIR can be used to identify unknown materials. The Department of the Environment will use the equipment to determine the composition of single-use plastics and biodegradable products to enforce the environmental protection, pollution from plastics regulations.
While we have a long way to go with the implementation of the pollution from plastics regulation, having this equipment is one step closer. For more information on what's being done about biodegradables and ways you can help, visit our website at www.doe.gov.bz.
The highly anticipated 1 in a million jackpot drawing is on Saturday at 10 a.m. A recent poll on News 5's Facebook page has shed light on the sentiments of Belizeans when it comes to playing the lottery. A total of 1,816 users participated in the poll, where they were asked whether they purchased a ticket for the drawing. Of the respondents, 1,254, or 69%, said they did not buy a ticket, while 562, or 31%, said that they did. Among the users who did purchase tickets, many shared personal reasons for their decision. One user stated, "I need to change my house from board to cement." Another said he opted out of purchasing a ticket, saying, "I will buy food with my money instead." However, a recurring question was where to purchase tickets. Numerous users expressed confusion about where they could obtain a ticket. Belize is buzzing with excitement as the first ever $1 million Bolito draw approaches, just in time for the Christmas holidays. Unlike other fun games with big cash prizes, this draw requires players to bet on 4 numbers, all of which must be drawn to win the jackpot. The draw is set for Saturday and anticipation is high. Today, News 5's Marian Ali visited 88 Shopping Plaza to check in with some shoppers. She found that sales were slow, but the excitement was still palpable. Here's her report.
Are you ready to change your life forever, ever? In celebration of the 1-year anniversary of the Belize Government Lotteries Limited, we're bringing you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Who will win the government's $1 million Bolito on Saturday? This first-of-its-kind event will be drawn at 10 a.m., but the winner or winners won't take home the full $1 million. There's a 15% deduction, which will be shared among the winners or given to a single winner if there's only one. This special Bolito draw requires buyers to pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9, like the Sunday lottery jackpot. However, today, there weren't many people trying their luck at 88 Shopping Plaza on Central American Boulevard. The store's cashier, Shannon Tan, told us that sales have been mostly slow for this special Bolito draw.
I see a couple of people buying from here.
Yeah, like I buy the most. People buy like that, like one whole list?
All depends. Some people buy lots, some people buy like 1 or 2. It still sell, but they're not like Bolito.
You think maybe the price has something to do with it? $5 for a ticket?
No.
We met the man known in Belize as the Fire Eater outside the store. He said that he bought his tickets a few days ago.
I got about 3 of them, but I got it. Third building.
That's secured?
Yeah, that's secured. I don't want to last the tickets out. Buy that already.
How you come up with the combination?
Well, I use my grandchildren, my mother, my auntie, and people that close to me in my family. There's so many to use. My mother died, my granny died, and my uncle died. I have a daughter die, I have a son die, so I use some of the edge of them that already died.
You feel like the winning one is among
us? I don't win already, and that's my belief.
So I need not waste my money?
Well, but just to make sure.
I got the same winning combination.
The same? Yeah, but I thank God, and if I don't win it, somebody will win it. That's the beauty about it.
Ellen Gentle told us that she's not interested in the offer.
No, girl, I don't want to put myself in at that because, a lot of people have to win that.
Yes, but every week people win lottery.
Yeah, but still yet, no, nothing my luck today.
You ever win a lottery?
No, never. Never married. I never win that.
What about, you think you have numbers with a maybe window and you just afraid to buy it?
Yeah, you got that right.
You want to share the numbers? Maybe somebody out there buy it and win and come back and say,
no man.
Patrick Gordon says he will have to take a little time to come up with a winning combination.
Whenever I go back home, then I will do.
You will what? Come up with the combinations?
Yeah, well, the combination in thousands of people mind. Long as it come in my mind to win it.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
The Ministry of Defense is revamping the salary system for Belize military and Coast Guardsmen. Today we spoke with Minister Florencio Marin Jr., who explained that the new system will mirror the one being introduced by the Coast Guard. He emphasized that this is an ongoing process for both organizations, ensuring fair and updated pay for their personnel.
This is a very important thing that we have to get right with the salaries of our seamen and our soldiers, no? And as you can notice in the Coast Guard, what they've done like a special task force to address it. As well, we're doing the same within the BDF and overseen by the ministry, because well, it is something that we just have to deal with. We're dealing with over like 1,000 personnel, so it's not something we can do within 1 week and all that. We just have to go through it painstakingly one by one, and hopefully we get it quickly within the next coming year.
In 2024, the Coast Guard saw a wave of promotions, with 135 seamen moving up to ranks. Among them, 55 apprentice seamen advanced to full seamen. 24 seamen climbed to petty officer 3rd class. 10 made it to 2nd class, and 13 reached 1st class. Officers also received promotions, bringing a boost in their salaries. Rear Admiral Elton Bennett, the Coast Guard Commandant, proudly stated that these advancements are being handled just right.
When we recognized that we had shortcomings in their salaries for our personnel, we went to the drawing table and we came up with a people operation, a long-term and a short-term plan that will address the immediate shortcomings, and then to put in place some long-term initiatives to ensure that this doesn't reoccur. And so we selected a small team of clerks here at the Coast Guard headquarters, but also assigned personnel at the Ministry of National Defense. And then we did everything that we could have done in terms of providing the resources and manpower to address this issue. And we've done quite a lot. Since the start of this operation in September, we adjusted 35 personnel in September. In October, it was, I think, 87, and in November, 97 personnel were adjusted. So that requires a very large effort from a small team of individuals to ensure that our Coast Guard personnel receive the salary that they deserve.
Earlier this week, Coast Guard Commandant Rear Admiral Elton Bennett mentioned that 2 patrol boats slated for purchase in 2024 hadn't been acquired yet. Today, Minister of Defense and Border Security Florencio Marin Jr. explained to reporters that there was a funding glitch, but assured that the boats will still be bought.
There was some complication with the Cabay loans, and there was a deadline that we had to meet. And then with a vessel of this magnitude, we have to take it through an international tendering process that we were not going to be able to meet the deadline. No, that doesn't mean necessarily that we have cancelled our plans on that. All right, but just to tell you, there's been some delays in the procurement process.
When we return, Coast Guard serves Christmas lunch to 400 seamen.
Up the season together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let there be light.
Remember those days when Mr. Peters used to play early Christmas morning, white cake to bake. I remember they feeling, I remember rum for the shake. I remember they feeling, I remember. I remember when Mr. Peters used to go the town, down till the morning, drinking travelers rum. No, here in the Bucktown band, I say from all out, I'm known as the Coconut Man. And this time I feel make we brown. Mr. Christmas, rock
Wow, this that the TV I want, babe.
Babe, their prices are gonna be the trip, man. Even with the discount, it's still affordable. But we no budget for that right now. We still have to buy groceries for the house.
Man, I just wish somebody could have me lowered price to me for this. Just leave it.
What do work for? The tax genie there.
Tax genie?
Who you? I have to make your life 12.5% easier. You not believe me? Watch this. Look. This is the new price on TV now.
You really mean business, tax genie?
I had to remove GST tax on TVs, furniture this weekend, December 14 and 15, as well as next weekend, December 21st and 22nd.
That was all I get with the wishes now.
Babe, I got the rum for the rum cocoa and for the cake. Right? So I get boss up.
Next second help ourselves. We still have to pay GST for liquor. Please sir, put that back for me please.
Look at that tax genie, you!
I removed the tax for certain items and all of a sudden one free thing. Can't please coffee.
Who you the call coffee? Me never ask you for buying nothing for we or we never tell you to take out nothing. You can buy what me want, me got my money, and me got a good husband to pay for what I want.
You know what, sir? Please get away before I turn into a parrot.
I want to talk more.
Let's go, babe. What you have to call it, everybody, man?
Wait. Who you think about pay for that?
So I have to eat too? What do you mean?
You know you work for the husband there.
Thank you.
Wow, no tax to two. Now I can finally buy the hoverboard and the bike for my son and my daughter. Thanks, tax genie. We are enjoying Christmas.
Thank you. I'm gonna come, baby. He's gonna come. I get me curtain. I get me new sofa. I get me lamp. I get me fan. I get me paint. Man, thanks to that GST. I get me baby. I even get me baby hoverboard. Why? Thanks to GST. Man, the house now look like Christmas this year.
So there you have it, folks. You heard correctly. No GST tax on any grocery items at your local grocery store except on liquor, guns, ammunition, vehicles, and gas. So come on out December 14th, 15th, the 21st and the 22nd. Come shop till you drop. What you doing for? The tax genie there. The tax genie there. I need to get this fixed. The Belize Tax Service. Together, we build our country. Your contribution, our development.
In this season of joy, celebration, and spreading love, let us make sure that we keep the spirit alive by making responsible choices. Plan ahead and designate a sober driver before the celebrations.
Here are some tips to ensure a safe and joyful holiday season.
If you've been drinking, don't drive. Encourage friends and family to make responsible choices. Look out for each other. Report suspected drunk drivers to your nearest law enforcement immediately.
This holiday season, let's make memories that last a lifetime. Let's ensure that everyone arrives home safely.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Known for their hard work and dedication to protecting the nation and deterring illicit activities on the high seas, roughly 400 Coast Guardsmen enjoyed a special Christmas lunch today. They were joined by the Minister of Defense, Florencio Marin Jr., and Commandant Rear Admiral Elton Bennett. This event was a rare chance for the seamen to catch up with each other, given the nature of their job and their individual postings throughout the year. During the ceremony at their headquarters, Parade Square off the George Price Highway in Belize City, awards were also handed out to outstanding seamen for 2024. News 5's Marian Ali reports.
Every year, around 400 Coast Guardsmen and women are treated to an end-of-year lunch to recognize their hard work and dedication in protecting Belize's territorial waters. Minister of Defense and Border Security Florencio Marin Jr. emphasized that this luncheon today is a vital event, showing gratitude to those who keep us safe all year round.
They work 24/7 throughout the year, serving our country, protecting our maritime borders. You know, I mean, it's the very least we can do to show them that we appreciate the sacrifices they do year round. As you know, the work of the Coast Guard is not Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. It is 24/7. So when they're out on patrol, they don't have a luxury at 5 o'clock to clock off, come home. They are out there 24/7. They're out there protecting our borders, and they also help our civilian when they're in time of need.
Rear Admiral Elton Bennett agreed that recognition is well-deserved, especially since 2024 was a year filled with challenging operations for the seamen.
We had some very difficult operations. We are always challenged in terms of providing maritime safety and environmental protection for our country. But the men and women of the Belize Coast Guard saw that through, and they performed very well. So this time of the year is when we set aside and we recognize some individuals and units as well who were exemplary throughout the year.
During the ceremony, several Coast Guards members were honored with year-end awards. Earl Bowden was named Seaman of the Year, while Dennis Hernandez took home Engineer of the Year. Daniel Gregorio was awarded Coxswain of the Year, and Wendell Ogaldes was recognized as Patrol Commander of the Year. Adair Duran received the Serviceman of the Year award, and Henaro Chan was honored with the Commandant's Award. The Belize Coast Guard Medical Unit was named Unit of the Year, and civilian driver Abdul Zelaya received the Hermelinda Emmanuel Award. A special highlight was Guillermina Pinnock being named Sailor of the Year, marking the first time a female has won this award. Pinnock shared with the media that it was her late brother's dream for her to achieve this honor.
I'm just so proud of myself because this was actually my brother's dream to join Coast Guard, but he got killed at an early age, at the age of 23, and then I just took up the spot to come and join Coast Guard. It was never something that I dreamt about, but hey, I just decided that I had to take on my brother's career, what he wanted to do, and I'm just glad that I'm making him proud and I'm making my family proud as also.
So this one's for him.
Thank you. This is definitely for him.
Coast Guard seamen and women also won prizes for triathlon and other fitness competitions held throughout the year. In a touching gesture, the team that placed first donated their cash award to the family of Gianna Vanegas, a teammate and Coast Guard member who tragically passed away earlier this month in a road accident. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
While most people will be celebrating Christmas with family and friends, the dedicated members of the Belize Coast Guard will be on patrol, ensuring the safety of Belize's waters. Today, Rear Admiral Elton Bennett assured that Coast Guardsmen will be on duty across the country throughout the weekend and on the Christmas holidays.
They are members of the Belize Coast Guard forward deployed as far north as Consejo, ensuring that our economy is protected through contraband efforts as far south as Hunting Key, ensuring territorial integrity and ensuring sovereignty of our sea spaces. Somewhere along the atolls where the Belize Coast Guard Forward Operating Base will be providing a search and rescue unit to ensure that mariners are safe throughout this Christmas season. We continue operations in Crooked Tree, providing that transportation for those individuals up there. So throughout the Christmas season, members of the Belize Coast Guard are forward deployed and performing the best that they can in support of our national mission.
The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has dragged on for over a decade, and now foreign allies are taking a stand. To curb Russia's relentless invasion, the United States and the United Kingdom have imposed sanctions on trades linked to Russia's supply chain. These sanctions, which started in October, have been expanded as recently as this month. Among those affected is Berezia Management, a Belizean-based company reportedly tied to Perspective Technologies Agency, UPT, a Russian firm specializing in communication networks and submarine cables. We spoke with Dr. Osman Martinez, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Trade, to see if he expects these sanctions to impact Belize's foreign trade. Here's what he had to say.
Amid escalating international pressure on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, the United States and the United Kingdom have announced new sanctions aimed at disrupting Russia's military supply chain. Among these sanctioned entities, Berezia Management, a Belize-based company, is accused of facilitating operations linked to Russia's defense industry. Do we anticipate that these sanctions will affect Belize's trading ability?
I'm not familiar with that information. I don't have the details. But I think this is a question that can be asked to be placed to Minister responsible for foreign trade. But based on your question, I don't think it will affect Belize.
Up next, the sound of Christmas, the Salvation Army's kettle appeal bell.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
La 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 la. This time all year round, time to gather with my family and friends. Oh, I can hear the Christmas bells ring, hear the choir as they sing. Oh, la 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. Oh, la 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. So tell me, do you feel it in the air? Time to spread the Christmas cheer, singing Christmas time is here. It's my favorite time of year.
Hey, yeah.
Hi, hello. Bring your own papa and come over. We got ham and turkey for the neighbor. Smell the fresh new paint and new sofa. Let's spread the joy together. So tell me, do you feel it in the air? Time to spread the Christmas cheer, singing Christmas time is here. It's my favorite time of year. La 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 la, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's a Belizean Christmas. Oh, la 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 la, it's Christmas. downtown to see the Christmas lights. Gather around as the children smile. Staying up all night, hear the dynamite, see the flashing lights as we all unite. Let's celebrate together. The children are filled with laughter, spreading love and cheer with my friends and family. Oh, it's a merry, merry Christmas.
This holiday season, we're keeping you connected to what matters to you most. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
For 15 years, Oceana Belize has proudly stood alongside the people of Belize, protecting our marine habitats, safeguarding livelihoods, and ensuring that the beauty of our Caribbean Sea endures for future generations. Together, we've achieved incredible victories, safeguarding habitat from the inherently dangerous and destructive offshore oil development to increasing the use of selective fishing gear to reduce overfishing, advocating for a sustainable future for all Belizeans.
We want to always be able to fish. Oceana listened to us and made sure our voices were heard by the decision makers.
Being a wave maker has shown me the power we have when we come together for something bigger than ourselves.
I am proud to be part of a team of dedicated Belizeans who wholeheartedly believe in the people of Belize and the right to a healthy, thriving ocean.
But our work is far from done. So many challenges confront the Caribbean Sea, from the existential threat of climate change to insidious illegal fishing. Together, we will continue fighting to protect the people, Alawi, who depend on the beauty and bounty of our waters. With your support, we look forward to the next 15 years, committed to empowering communities, safeguarding marine ecosystems, and creating a future where both people and special places thrive. We're proud to stand with you for our Belize, land of the free by the Caribbean Sea.
Are you a forward-thinking farmer ready to adopt climate-smart practices? The future of farming is resilient, sustainable, and profitable, and we are here to help you achieve just that. Whether cultivating half an acre or 200 acres, DFC offers affordable financing options and a matching grant up to $12,000 for Window 1 and up to $60,000 for Window 2 to help make your farm climate smart, withstand unpredictable weather patterns, and adapt practices that enhance productivity and efficiency. This program is ideal for farmers and cooperatives. Women farmers are highly encouraged to take advantage. Join us in creating a resilient and sustainable agricultural future for Belize. Apply now and take the next step towards a stronger, greener tomorrow.
Two years ago, we saw the holiday spirit shine through the Salvation Army's timeless efforts. Volunteers of all ages rang their bells across the country, spreading warmth and reminding us to give. Now, with Christmas just 4 days away, those familiar chimes are still ringing, touching countless lives through their annual appeal. Let's look back at the faces and dedication behind this cherished tradition.
On the Bright Side is brought to you by Uno, a brand committed with the future.
The sound of Christmas is synonymous with the ringing of the Salvation Army's kettle appeal bell. For some, that distinct chime means that it's time to get into the Christmas spirit. It's also a petition to give to the disadvantaged during the season. It's a fundraiser for the international organization and is considered the primary activity that generates proceeds for Christmas and a startup for the new year. Volunteers are stationed over the city, working in shifts of 4 hours. Some starting as early as 8 in the morning and some leaving that same time in the night.
Thank you so very much. I look forward to this time of the year so I can get out here to meet. I meet so many of my friends at this time because they would come into the stores, and it's such a happy feeling to be able to share with them the joy of Christmas.
The volunteers are a big part of the movement. Young and old give up their time during the holidays for the sake of persons in need. But this act of service is a labor of love for the religious organization, and some have been doing it for many years.
Have been doing this for about 30 years or more. I love to come out here and do this because I say this is for the good of Jesus, because Jesus go out and give, to others. So this is my part of doing the part of Jesus' part.
So the Christmas appeal, let's say in Belize now, specifically, every year we have this dinner, lunch treat for 30 children from 20 primary schools in Belize City at Holy Redeemer, which will be next week on the 8th. And then we also distribute food hampers to 800 families. We're doing that on the 21st, but scattered in various locations across the country. I know that we are an international organization, but the only time we get the funding from international is if there's like a national disaster. We have to raise, every Salvation Army location has to raise the funds locally. So I would say encourage people when they are thinking about writing a check or making that contribution, think about how far this contribution will go. A hamper costs about $45, and we're going to give out 800 of them.
One Kettle Appeal volunteer that understands this process is retired Salvation Army Major Sheila Rabatu.
A lot of Belizeans know the value of getting a parcel, and this helps us to be able to do that. And there's also the children dinner. It might take a little different form today, but this year, but the children are not forgotten. And I see there is a need for that, to help and it might not be for a long time during the Christmas season, but sufficient to make a little extra. And the money we get here doesn't only supply things for Christmas, but right through the year. Every month there are the needy folks, mostly elderly, who come and get a food parcel, and they appreciate it a whole lot. Coming here to do this, I might not be as strong as I used to be, but it's a help. We need people at the kettles, and we need people to be able to give their time. So here I am with the little time I have and the strength to help.
Ruby Rayburn is one of the newest kettlebell ringers. Our meeting found her pulling an 8-hour shift, but her enthusiasm to be a part of this institution and its impact would leave you wanting to accompany her. For Rayburn, it's the purpose of this cause, but as simple as being the bell ringer comes with a sense of pride.
I'm a member of the Salvation Army Women's Group for over 20 plus years, and I see my friends, they are doing it. So I said, make it take a try. I know I love it.
What do you love about it?
Just ringing the bell. And again, when I see the little kids come and putting the money in the kettle, oh my God, that is inspiring me a lot.
What does it mean to put money in the kettle?
Man, I feel like it's just like love, giving, caring, and sharing. Because the money they put in this kettle, you're going to give someone else, someone else will benefit it.
Thank you for sharing my diary. God bless you.
Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly.
On the Bright Side was brought to you by Uno, a brand committed with the future.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, the first present comes from Uno. Get 1 coupon for every purchase of $25 in Uno fuels, per quart of Uno lubricants, or 2 coupons per gallon. Get into the spirit. It's Christmas time. Uno, a brand committed with the future.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, have a happy and safe weekend. Good night.